This part work has been supplied to me free of charge from Fanhome.com. Please pop along to their website and see all of the other build-up part works that they have to offer, as well as other collections of collectible things. I would like to thank Fanhome for providing me with the part work so I can produce these videos for your enjoyment and educational needs. If you'd like to build one of your own, pop along to fanhome.com. They're available in many countries worldwide. If you do want to build one, leave a note in the comments to let me know how you're getting on, and let me know how I'm getting on as well. I'd like feedback of all types. So thank you once more to Fanhome for providing me with this kit. I hope you enjoy the build. Let's get on with it. Hello, I'm Chris, this is Gross Models, and welcome to issue 4 of building the Eleanor. Is it the Eleanor or is it just Eleanor? I'm not entirely certain. It's the Ford Mustang from Gone in 60 Seconds. And yes, look at the lovely parts we get in this issue. We've got some electronics, we've got some grills, we've got some bonnet, some hood. So let me get this out the packet. I don't think we're doing anything with that. I think they're just giving us this to put aside and to look at longingly for a while. We're going to be doing some more work on the nose that we did in issue 1. So we're going to be bringing some parts of that, putting some grills in it and fitting some lights to it. So let me get this open up and we'll get on with the build. So let's have a look. This is the... Oh, it's lovely. It's obviously metal. It's got lovely paint job on it. It's ready to go on at some point in the future. At some point, it's not yet. They're just teasing us with that to begin with. But what we're going to be doing first of all is fitting the grill. We've got 2 grills on here, 2 lights and bulbs for the lights. The first grill we're fitting on is the big one across the top there. It just goes on in there like so. There we go. The grills are plastic, but they look the part. They certainly do. They look okay to me. I've not got any problems with that. We are using some DS03 screws, and what have we got? DS02 as well. But 03 is what I'm going to be using initially. For this bit, we need 2 of those. There's 3 in the packet. As ever, 1 spare and 2 for use. I'll put that aside until we need them at some point in the future, maybe. So these obviously just go in here. Just about there. We can get that one in there, that one in the other side. I shall come along and make sure these are all tight and secure later. Get that one in there. Is this going flat or is it going to be angled? I'm sure it's going to be slightly angled. So that will go in there. I'll tighten them up later. I'm not worrying about that immediately. Now we've got 2 bulbs here. We've got one that's marked 02, one that's marked 01. It says 04F. It doesn't say either one way or the other. I shall start with number, whatever I've got here, 1. Start with number 1. So we're putting this in, again, it doesn't really matter what side because we're going to be doing the same again. So we've got a plug on one end and 2 bulbs on the other. 1 bulb is going in to the headlight that we did back in the day. The other one is going to be going along and in and up, and then going into the other socket up there. Now, my good friend Colin over at Festa 60 Seconds Workshop has already done this bit, and he said that this is very tight. There's not much room. So you do actually have to bend these, which it doesn't tell you in the instructions, but you do have to bend them across at an angle. It gives you enough room to get it in and out. I'm probably going to have to bend that one as well when I get the other bit in. And then the wire obviously will go off wherever it needs to go. So it says to use one of these. It says they've got different numbers, but I can't see any difference between them. They seem to be identical. So that is going in there like that. Then the bulb is going to go in there. And we're using a DS02, obviously, screw to hold that in place. So let me get a couple of those out. Well, one at the moment. I think the easy way is probably going to be to get that bracket held in place first. Get the surround the bulb located properly. It says that's going to be the easy way, and may a right pain it out of doing it. Let's see, that's going to go there. Yeah, like that. So if you can hold that in place with one hand while you get the screw in place with the other, might just work. Let's try that again. A bit of wigglage to get that lined up, and then not get it through the hole properly again. Never had any trouble with screws before these, but now all of a sudden there's the occasional bit that just gives me endless trouble. So let's try again. Let's try it with the other hand. That one through there, lined up down there. Get the screw in there, and it's almost good to go. So then we need to get this. Yeah, that's going to be easier to do before that one, I think, probably. I'll learn this and do it properly on the other one. So that one needs to go in there. Just like so. And then, yeah, that's going to have to be probably folded down out the way as well, which will probably be easier to do before fitting it, but we'll see. Then that one can come all the way over here and go in there. Oh yeah, then there's plenty of room for that to be routed wherever it needs to go. That can go wherever it needs to go, and that can be tightened up. Right, let me get the other side done, get the walls tightened up, and then we'll fit the final grill, and that will be the end of this part of the build. There we go. That's both of those in and done. The grill tightened up, the wires nicely tucked away behind, ready to go to wherever they need to go. Actually, that one I'll just go underneath that. We don't really need that. I'll get that one going comfortably in the right direction as well. I'm not entirely certain where they're going to go, but we'll get them ready to go wherever. So then the final grill piece will go on there. Again, 2 screws holding that in place. Almost painless. That one and that side. They went in all right. Let's get these tightened down, and then that will be another issue completed. We'll have a look how it looks from the front. I like that. That is nice. That is neat. The wiring's neat in behind it as well. I'm assuming the bulbs will obviously light up and work. And then we've got the stripes that will continue on. And that fits on there. About there-ish, isn't it? It's going to be. Have to be around there. It's getting there. Not very far in, but far enough to make it look quite impressive. So, thank you very much for joining me on this journey from Fanhome to your very television screens. There are still a couple of issues to go in this pack, so I shall get to those very, very soon. We're doing a couple of different things. They're dotting all over the place. Next up was a seat, and then we get to do a bit more on the wheel that we already started on. So, yeah, these bits will get put away in storage until they're needed later. So, thanks for watching. Stay safe. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye for now.